4 weeks or so. Today we're going to dive into the short game. Next week we're going to dive into the full swing. Irons, a little bit of woods, try not to drive. Then the third round we're going to call trouble day. So it'll be a little bit around the greens. We'll have some fun hazards set up to do a little bit of bunker play, and we'll pull out some trick shots too, the flop shot, bump and run, stuff like that. Trouble shots to help us score and save strokes. And then finally, the last day, it's big dog day. So we'll come out and just drivers, fairway woods, and hopefully you guys can sleep well that night. So you'll be tired after that day. So now, first off, what I want to get from you is a goal for the school. Whether that's to break 90, whether that's to shave off 5 strokes, whether that's to not 3-putt anymore. You know, I don't want to go based on one day. We want a goal that is overall that we can take with you, because we may not hit it today, but we'll hit it a couple days from now. You know, third or fourth class, we'll hit it. But we will make sure to hit all of your goals, however obscure, crazy they are. So, Nate, what is your goal for the school? Caught up. Chris, welcome to the group.
Thank you.
So, everybody last week talked about what they want to get out of school and kind of the state of their golf game and where they'd like to be when we get done. How about you? Fill us in.
Just consistency. Consistently inconsistent. So anything that's going to get me more consistent.
Perfect. We'll work on that today. All right, so we're going to work on the full swing today. So for our first dive into the full swing. So remember from last week, we did a lot of pitching and chipping, and so a lot of those elements we're going to talk about today actually incorporate into the full swing, especially at the moment of impact and on follow-up. And then after today, next week will be our trouble week. We're going to hit out of the bunker. We'll do sand shots. We'll do flop shots. We'll do all the trouble shots, punch shots, you know, little hooks, little slices. We'll get into some fun stuff. And then the last day, a couple weeks from that, will be drive for show, putt for dough. So today's session, day 3, we're going to do trouble and recovery shots. We're going to do 4 shots. I have 3 picked out that I think are critical for the golfer. And then we're going to talk here in a minute about what troubles your game as far as recovery, up and down, out of trees, so on and so forth. And then we'll work on the 4th shot that you guys pick collectively. But before we get into that, I want to recap what we did last time. So last time we did full swing. So talk me through the grip. I'll ask each of you a question. We'll kind of, you know, get our way through there. So, Nate, where should the position of the left thumb be on the shaft?
A little bit on the inside.
On the right side?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Glenn, where should that V from the right hand be pointing when we put it on to the right shoulder? Awesome. Great. That's pretty much all we have for the grip. We don't, you know, whatever's comfortable, but those are general principles. Whether you do 10-finger, overlap, or interlock is your choice, but you want to have the thumb just on the right-hand side of the shaft, see 2 or 3 knuckles, and then the right hand, that V pointing right up that right shoulder. So now we get into our kind of stance. So what's a good starting width with our feet when we build our stance? Shoulders, exactly. All right. So I'm going to go, I like going over this over every lesson because these are just fundamentals that as soon as your swing starts going awry, the first things you should think about, grip, stance, posture, because 75% of the golf errors come from setup. Okay. We'll spend about a little over half the time actually on driving, so we'll kind of run it right around until 11:45 with driving, so a little over an hour, and then we'll finish up that last 45 minutes or so just putting over here. We'll go through some drills and some basics right here. And we'll get you out on course for 9 holes. So, today for the driver, just like we did with our full swing, we have the basic setup again, you know, feet. Now we can go a little bit wider with our shoulders. We don't necessarily need to be within our shoulders to stay nice tempo. We need that wider base. The wider base supports a little bit more of a violent, you know, aggressive motion towards the ball, especially when we're really trying to get into one.